that healing is your responsibility. So some friendship will end. Yeah, so sad.
Pulling up outside of magic. Low when I'm ripping the plastic. Low when I'm popping the elastic. 777 on the deck, you ain't never hear nobody from nasty. Georgia, please. You know that I'm keeping it rags. That nigga gave me his heart.
Hi, amazing people. Hello. So today we are doing a series. My name is Lucy Odeko if you are new to this channel, and today I am joined with a guest. But before she introduces herself, today we're going to talk about something that affects me, affects her, affects you, and affects everyone. And it is not like affecting us as in affecting, but it is something that is happening to us. And that is what nobody told us about adulthood. So, my guest, introduce yourself and then we dive into the series. So excited for this series.
Hi Lucy fans, my name is Lynn Odeko, and Lucy is a good friend of mine, and I'm glad to be here.
Yay! So you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So when I was younger, I used to see adults as people who have answers. I used to see my guardians or the people around me as people who they never doubted themselves. They had their answers all put together. You'll go ask your mom, Mommy, what is that? And she'll give you an answer. You'll go ask your mom, Oh, mom, naisinja, or like, I'm angry. And she'll just provide. And I used to admire how adults were. I used to want to be an adult. But the secret I was never told is that they don't have it all figured out. And that is why we are here. So maybe we can dive into the episode. What is one thing that you were never prepared about while becoming an adult?
So one thing is that when we get old, our parents too get old, and it's so sad and heartbreaking. There's some things that you thought you'll do with your parents, maybe you can't do them with them because they're old, they're maybe getting those sickness. And I don't know, for me it's a sad experience, and I'm sorry to start with a sad point.
It's okay. And just to add on your point about our us being old and our parents or guardians being old, again I tend to think that the older we get, the more friendly we become with them, as in what they used to tell us not to do when we were children, we are now seeing the point, like they were just right, and again they were just figuring it all out. Yeah, it's so true that when we become adults they become older, and so at some point it gets so sad. But again, for me I feel like sometimes I feel like I become so proud because at least I can send them airtime, at least I can send, as in I can reciprocate the love that they used to give me when I was younger.
Oh yeah, I see also a positive point on that. When we are old, our parents are also old. We get to know the family secrets, and we get to the adult talks. Yeah, that is
The family secrets.
yeah, so we also enjoy that. You get to bond like on a level of people now. You know, when you are a child, they just treat you like a child, but when you are both adults, like you get to discuss things that involve life and so forth.
There is where you understand why you are being told not to talk to like someone of someone.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, something that I was not told about being an adult is that freedom comes with bills. As in, not being told to do things. Where you go and wash utensils, you do this and that. I used to not like that life. I didn't want to be bossed around, but I didn't know that freedom comes with a lot of bills. Right now, I have the freedom to stay in my own house, to buy whatever I want, but those are bills you are paying. When you choose that you want to stay alone, those are bills that are on you. You have to pay your rent, you have to pay your electricity, you have to pay your water bills. You just have to like pay all the bills. So I didn't know that adulthood would come with all these bills. I knew like as an adult you'll just have money, and money will just follow you as an adult. Yeah, again, that is a mindset, but the paying of the bills
But I
part.
think what you mean is that
Mhm.
every choice you make, it has a repercussion.
Mhm.
Yes, you can choose to be at home and not go to work, but what will that lead to? You won't pay rent, you will be chased away from your house, you'll have to go back to your parents' house. So yes, you have freedom, but there are also repercussions. So there are negative repercussions and positive repercussions.
Sure, yeah.
So you be responsible, you must take care of yourself. No, your parents are not the ones who are taking care of you. They'll give you the tools by taking you to schools, etc. Now it's upon you. Like every action you take has a repercussion. At least when you are a child, your parents used to cushion some of the repercussions, so you didn't have to like
Go through them.
they went through them for you on your behalf.
Exactly. Even though we felt like they were being too hard on us,
Yeah.
or they like, I can, when we're now older, we can see that they all meant good for us. It was not out of malice. It was not out
Yeah.
of jealousy or hatred. They just wanted good for us. Yeah.
So the next point, it's me.
Yeah.
So the next point I wrote is that the older you get, no, we're talking about adulthood.
Yes.
The truth about adulthood is that the more you grow old, the better things get for you. Be it like your heart broken while in high school, you will get over it. You will find new love, new
It
things.
gets better.
Yeah, even when you are younger, you didn't like figure out things, but as you grow older, you get life lessons, and it gets better with the experience. Maybe through reading, through experiences, you learn more and more and more. So adulthood is not all that bad. It always gets better. Trust me. In whatever you're going through, just hold on and be sure it gets better. And it doesn't just get better, you also have to work on it. You can't say that I'm struggling with this and you're just sitting there. Remember, your actions predicts your future, so you work on. It's not that when you're heartbroken you just stay in that one heartbreak and like you still hold on to it. You have to work on yourself. Go to therapy, touch grass, walk around.
Yeah, touch grass. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, another point is that some friendship will end. Yeah, so sad. Not because you were betrayed, not because they hurt me, not because they did something bad to me. As in the friends I had when in primary are not the friends I will have in high school. It's just that we go separate way. Things do happen, and some things are inseparable. So my campus friends are not my high school friends, and I still love my high school friends as much as I love my campus friends. It's only that time separates us, things do separate us, our level of performance did separate us. Some are called to different schools, so it's not like because they betrayed me. It's not because they hurt me. As in, some people are just meant to be like chapters, and not chapters in your book, and not the whole book, and you have to like just bear with that. And again, my campus friends, maybe I will outgrow them and meet workmate friends, and that is how life is. So as an adult, I came to realize that adulthood is just, yeah, that is how it is.
But I don't think like, yes, it's the way you said, but it's just that we choose different paths. You see, some people want to go to marriage, so maybe and you are pursuing your dreams. It's just the paths that we choose to follow as adults. While you are younger, our environments tend to put us together.
Yeah, it's
Be it
detailed.
school, obviously it's school. After past that, you get someone is pursuing masters in another country.
Sure. So yeah, that do happens.
And you just drift. It's not like you are grudging.
Yeah,
It's just
sure.
it happens naturally because you're no longer pursuing the same goals.
And our ambitions to change, whatever we like, our passions.
Next point.
Okay, so on to my next point is that healing is your responsibility. So as much or as long as you live, people will hurt you, your friends, your family, anyone and everyone. It's just our nature. People will hurt you. People will disappoint you. Some of the goals that you wanted to achieve, you might fail to achieve them. Some of the things that you wanted to do at 20, at 30, you might fail to achieve them. Some of the dreams, for instance, I wanted to be a doctor, and then you don't achieve your dreams. Those are some of the things that like will hurt you. So healing is your responsibility. It is upon you to know that this thing really hurt me, and then take responsibility. If you need to go to therapy, then go to therapy. When people hurt you, when people disappoint you, you have to learn that they will always disappoint you, and you owe yourself the responsibility to heal, to just know that, to forgive these people, like breathe in, breathe out. So that is something that I have come to learn as an adult, because when you are younger, someone will disappoint you, someone will hurt you. For instance, you'll be caned for something you didn't even do, and then your parent will later on come and realize that you didn't do it, and then now you feel angry, you feel mad. And the way they were brought up, they were just girls, they were just boys. Okay, personally, from where I was coming from, it was so hard. It's so hard for an African parent to apologize. So you just have to learn that you have to forgive them in whichever way you have to learn that. So you just have to do it either way. So it is, people will hurt you, people will do bad things to you, people will disappoint you, but at the end of the day, it is your responsibility to heal. Just find ways of healing, and that is how we are. That is the truth, the bitter part of being an adult, because you cannot hold on to the anger. If you hold on to the anger, it's like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. So that is one thing that I have come to learn as an adult.
That is such a very, like, the sad past. That is such a sad reality, like that you are victimized and it's still your responsibility to deal with it. That is why when like people revenge, I don't even know like my stand there, especially things like sexual assault. When you see like a person has murdered another person because of such actions, I don't know, but to me some revenge are just right for me.
Okay, I cannot say that revenge are like right, but again, this is something that will happen to you every
For
day.
example, you're like, you've tried everything, but you can't, especially let's say like that person, like you keep on seeing that person daily, and they're living their best lives as if nothing happened.
I understand, and that is where now we come with the doctrines. Vengeance is for the Lord. I do understand, and that is why as an adult now we are forced, like we were not taught how to heal, but now you have to heal. You just have to find ways of healing.
What if that is the only way you can heal, by doing like revenging? Like there are some things, if you're done for, like maybe someone stole your phone, I don't know. Phone is also an extreme for me, because if I find where thieves are being hit by stones because of stealing a phone, I must contribute because that pain, I know the pain. You work hard, you buy your iPhone 17 Pro Max, then someone out of nowhere comes and steals.
Yeah, I do
No, thank you. There are
understand.
some things you can forgive, like maybe someone slapped you. You see, that one is forgivable. Someone took your.
Okay, so on to your next point.
So, my next point is that in this life, like you are being rewarded for your audacity. It doesn't matter how good you are of a person. The good deed, yes, the good deeds matter, but what matters the most is the audacity. Yes, you are doing the good thing, but who are you doing the good thing to? Is it the president or is it the layman? Yes, it's good to do it for the layman, but the sorry to say this, but it won't get you like far, maybe one step. But if you have the audacity to serve the kings and the queens, the presidents, the ministers, the sergeants, the pilots, those people in higher ranks, you will get there. But if you don't have the audacity, unfortunately, you will be down here. Even if you look at these offices, you see, like, even let's say our governors, like they don't have the education. Even if you listen to their speeches, just that they have the audacity to pursue those chairs and be in those positions. Remember this
So true.
person who was elected in the cabinet for, I don't know, medicine or something, and the whole country was outrageous. That person had the audacity to apply for that job, and his audacity got him that position. In as much as he knows nothing about medicine, but you see where he got. You guys, be audacious.
Yeah, and again, for that audacity, it's also like when you're audacious, it comes with a certain level of favor or grace. There is just a way that the universe conspires to help the person who is out there. The universe will always conspire to give you the best thing, what you want. That is why it exists. Okay, so for me, it's your timeline is different. Your timeline is your timeline. If it's my timeline might be that I will be successful at 20. It doesn't mean that you'll not be successful in your 20. It doesn't mean that when your friend buys a car, you'll not buy a car. There is enough for everyone. Just as a flower grows, the tree blooms. They are all beautiful, but they grow at different time. The tree will first grow and then produce the flower. The tree, while it's growing, or even when it's a tree, it's beautiful as a tree. You'll say, this is a mango tree. It's beautiful as a mango tree, and this is a
Food from the fridge. You see those small ones, like things like sexual assault. Some, sorry, but I am revenging, but maybe I let the law take it. Maybe you should mute this one. I might be taken liable in the future, but maybe even if I will not be doing it myself, but I will ensure I go to the police report and justice be taken. But if you see things like those people who are rich, sometimes they go scot-free. Lucy, you know that pain.
Yeah,
like
sure.
You know, this person killed my parent, and maybe you are there, you saw your parent being killed by this person, then this person just goes scot-free.
Yeah,
That rage, where will you put that rage? Even if you want to go and touch grass, I don't think touching grass. This one is beyond therapy, and it's beyond touching grass.
And that is why I said we're not responsible for what happens to us, but we're responsible. We're responsible for how we handle it.
We advocate for the right procedures to healing, doing therapy, meditation, drinking water, taking walks, going to the gym. But the reality is that some pains cannot be just oft like that.
Yes, that is not the reality or the sad part about life, because now we have to like teach ourselves how to heal, because if we are not healing, then it means you're not going to like move forward. Yes, and that is now And you know this part do happen to us like most of the time, almost every day, because I might step out, the next minute someone just hurts me. It's just our nature. The next minute I might tell you go buy me a drink and then you don't want to, and I'm hurt. You see, being hurt comes in different ways, but again we have to teach ourselves how to how to contain it. Yeah, someone might do something bad to you, and then in the midst of revenging, you might, that is why you might end up being locked or being in jail because of how you react. So that is, again, healing is part of the reaction. How do you react when something happens to you? How do you do this? I don't know if you're getting me, and that is why I was
Yes.
saying we are not responsible for what happens to us, but we're responsible for healing. We have to like heal and move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's very, very sad. So on to my last point
Mm-hmm.
is that friendship is transactional. Adulthood friendships are transactional, whether you want to accept it, tukubali, ukatai, they are transactional. Like in adulting, you can't just have a friend because of having how the alcohol friends,
Mm-hmm.
like that. If you look around your circle, you get that this friend is for emotional support, maybe this friend is for the other friend you travel with, like
Yeah,
you
sure.
get a balance in that. Really, I don't know if I'm explaining it
Yeah,
right,
I'm getting you.
but that's not the right explanation. I don't know how to put it, but it's like 100%
Yes, it's a,
transaction.
I get it. Yeah. It's like I am your friend because we can do this together. I am your friend because I admire something about you. I am your friend because, like, as in, you have the audacity to do things, and I have the brain behind it. I might be the strategist, and then you are the person who executes. As in,
Oh yeah,
yes.
now that brings the point where
Mhm.
you plan for travel. I maybe look for destinations,
Yeah,
certain
sure.
things.
As in,
Yeah.
there is that correlation.
Yeah, there must be something you are both gaining in that relationship. But if you find it like it's a one-sided relationship where maybe I have a problem, I always just call you, but you don't have anything to give me. I am using you and you have low self-esteem, and you should exit that friendship.
And you should run in capital letters. Well,
Yeah.
that was such a powerful one. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that was my last point.
Okay, so on to my last point is that your timeline is different. Life is not a race. Me being successful at 10, me being successful at 20 doesn't mean that you'll not be successful. Your friend being successful, your friend buying a car, your friend getting married, your friend buying a house doesn't mean that you'll not buy a house. It just means that your timeline is yours and her timeline is hers. Everyone has their own timeline. And as the tree grows, as the flowers grows, they do not grow at the same time. The tree first grows and then produces its flower, and they're both beautiful. If you see a tree, you see, oh, that is a very beautiful plant. If you see a flower, you're like, oh, my heart melts for this flower. They all bloom, but they don't bloom at the same time. They bloom differently, but they're all beautiful in their own nature. That applies to me, that applies to you.
It also just doesn't mean like their nature, but
Mm-hmm.
their appointed time.
Mm.
You might want to be like rich right now, you are given billions, but they won't last because it's not your time, you're not ready. Maybe psychologically, your circle, so you'll end up squandering it. In a way, God is protecting you so that when you are ready, maybe sometimes you're going through a lot of problems and you feel like God amekuacha, but He's just preparing you in a way. You might not know it now, but in future you will not know it. So as Lucy says, it's like everyone has an appointed time, and what did you say?
Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
about,
nature.
yeah, about the nature, how the tree blooms, the flower blooms, but they all bloom at different times, but they're all beautiful differently. And I think that is what brings us to now the peer pressure and the peer influence. You see someone post about their new car, their new apartment, and you're like, God, why have you forgotten me? It's only that your journey is different from her journey, your journey is different from their journey. So just have the courage, just have the faith, and just walk your race. Don't start walking another person's race. You see somewhere in social media that your friend is selling shoes, and uh through selling shoes she has managed to buy a car, and now you want to start selling shoes. Maybe that is not now what you're talking about, your appointed time. That is not like your appointed thing that you're supposed to do. So stick to your line, know that your time is your time and it will come, and if it comes it will be so beautiful.
Yeah,
There is
true.
nothing beautiful as your timing, because
Mm.
no one can take that from you. It's your time. When it's your, just as Isaiah says, arise and shine, for your light has come. That is the same thing. When your time comes, you will arise, you will shine, because your time has come. And yes, you have something to add on that.
No, I was just like agreeing with your point. Like it's also all about alignment. Maybe you are not you've seen your friend is doing forex, you also want to do forex, but it's not like it's not in alignment with what God has prepared for you. So if you go into that forex trading, utakufa vibaya tena sana.
Utaanguka miguu juu.
But if something is meant for you, like it will be easy. Like let's say you are meant to sell clothes, like you'll just be getting clients. You don't need even to market, but you'll just find that clients will be coming to you because you're in alignment with what God prepared for you.
Yeah, just be consistent. And as we end
You
this,
can also be consistent in the wrong thing, Lucy. Now that you've seen your friend is doing nails, you also want to, you are very consistent in uingiza kichwa hapo. But just pray that you,
yeah, be consistent in your line, in whatever you're doing. Like, as in, don't copy what someone else is doing, because their success is not your success.
be consistent
Yeah.
in what you
Stay
know
in your line.
deep down.
Yeah, so maybe as we end this podcast, maybe the truth about being
Adult.
the truth about being an adult is that we're still learning, we're still growing, we're still healing, we are still
Unlearning also. We have to unlearn
we're still
something.
unlearning, and maybe that is the secret nobody told us about adulthood. What do you think?
Yeah, I think to wrap it all up, that's it. We are learning, unlearning, and we are also relearning, relearning some of the things that we are taught.
Yeah, and the way I was younger and I used to see our adults having answers, no one has everything figured out, no one has all the answers. People are just trying to put all these things together. Everyone is guessing and trying to find their path. No one knows their ideal path. You might see a friend posting, oh, I found a new job, and they seem so happy in that new job. It's not like they even know if they really like it, but they're just trying to find ways, they're just trying to find bearing. And it brings us back to the point. The truth is, we're still learning. The truth is, we're still healing. The truth is, we're still growing. And that is the biggest secret about being an adult.
So do take one day at a time. Celebrate every small win that you achieve.
Exactly.
And with that, I think you will grow. You will grow into beautiful things. The hard thing is that you get stuck and you don't celebrate your small wins. So the moment you start celebrating your small wins, is that positive mindset will lead you to other positive things. Like at least you'll have the motivation to grow and grow and grow, and life will be better.
Yay! Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for joining us. Kindly go hit the subscribe button and share with your friends, and maybe in the comment section you can share with us what you are learning as you go, because again we are learning what you are unlearning as an adult, and maybe what is the biggest secret that you never told about adulthood. It was nice having you here. It was nice yeah, it was just nice you joining us, and I feel so happy. And maybe you can suggest the next topic that we should do. Until next time, bye.